I'm Karen Elgersma at Fisherman's Wharf, and you're watching Go Island on Shaw TV. On today's show, the future of the Craigflower Bridge, one of the finalists from the hit show Top Chef, and Godzilla. All that and more on Go Island. Hello and welcome to Go Island. We have such a great show for you today because we are talking about the Young Life Home Tour and also bringing you some amazing stories from all over the island. This year, a float home is part of the tour, and if you've ever been down to Fisherman's Wharf, you can't help but just wonder what it's like inside these very funky homes. Well, we get a chance to go inside one. Come on, let's go. Love the door. Wow, this is great. Brian Anderson, I love your float home. It is just so spectacular. I've never been in anything quite like it before. First question is, what is the name of the home?
Lotus Blossom.
One of the things that is so cool about coming down here as part of the Young Life Home Tour and experience this house is life is a little different living in Fisherman's Wharf than it would be living in, I don't know, suburbia or even in downtown Victoria. What's the community like here?
It's a village. It's a village. And if you ever came from a village where you had, like we have 60 people here, we have 33 homes. People look out for each other. You know all your neighbors. We have many dogs, and which means you get people walking their dogs 4 to 6 times a day past your house.
Of course, and you know the dog's name and they expect you to say hi or at least give them a treat. Well, we are going to show you some extraordinary features that are in this home in just a moment, but first, it was built in 1933, and since then, commuters absolutely count on it to get to and from work, home, school, but it's time for the Craigflower Bridge to be torn down and rebuilt. But what exactly are they going to do with it? And what are the key elements that make this bridge so special? Nikki Iwanishin explains. When you live on an island, you're constantly dealing with all things to do with bridges and water. And speaking of bridges and water, we are here at Fisherman's Wharf, where all the homes are float homes. It's such a unique village, such a special place. And this year, one home is going to be part of the Young Life Home Tour, which is so cool. Thank you so much for opening your home up and letting us have a little peruse around. I always think that it takes a lot of courage to allow people into your home for a whole weekend. It's just great. But one of the things that's neat about your house is you guys have done so many rentals over the years, so people can really learn from them. Let's talk about your use of windows, for example.
Well, the windows, it is so bright in here. We've had to restrict the kind of art that we have because of fading. So as a result, we've replaced the windows with low E tinted glass with reflected glass on top. And then we've used film on the lower extremities to eliminate UV rays.
Well, the other cool thing is the artwork in the glass. That is just beautiful. Tell us about that.
We have Carol Carol Swan from Thetis Island is a remarkable artist, and she did that for us. And what's interesting about it is that about her art form, she does her art in sand.
Oh, wow.
It's all one-off. She then puts in the glass cut to size, and then she puts it into a kiln. And so that's why you actually see the bull kelp and the sea stars and whatnot. It really is a remarkable piece. We're just thrilled to have it here.
And of course, when you don't have a lot of wall space for art, you have to use your windows as art. What a clever idea.
And we're just tickled with it, yes.
We're going to go upstairs in a moment and also get a glimpse of what sort of view they have out on their deck. I think it's one of the best decks on Vancouver Island, I'm telling you. But first, have you heard of that show, Top Chef? Very intense, very popular show right now. And did you know that one of the only contestants for Vancouver Island is from none other than the Cowichan Valley? And our very own Sucheta Singh went out to chat with him about being on Top Chef. Are are so many top chefs here on Vancouver Island. In fact, I have traveled the world, and I have to tell you that I think some of the best restaurants and food can be found right here. Would you agree with me?
No question.
Love
Absolutely
living here.
no question.
But if you had a barbecue out here on the deck of this home, part of the famous Fisherman's Wharf, I think that everything would taste better. I love this deck so much. You must love coming up here.
We do, and we spend probably 200 days a year or more up on this deck because this is such a sunny town.
It's the whole roof is a deck. It's almost like an extension of the home.
Oh, there's no question, it is, and you know, it's almost 500 square feet.
I could just stay up here all day. And of course, if you want to come and enjoy this house and many others, you'll have to go to the Young Life Home Tour. It is this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. You just get a passport, has the addresses and descriptions of all the homes. You wander and look at all the homes at your leisure. And I'm telling you, Fisherman's Wharf is gonna be one of the special spots. You can go to Barb's Fish and Chips, grab some lunch, enjoy the home. Lovely. We're gonna take a quick break, but stay with us because when we come back, I have one word for you: Godzilla. And we're also gonna be heading to Salt Spring Island, so stick around. Can I just tell you that the very first movie I ever saw in my entire life was Godzilla versus the Smog Monster? Yeah. So Godzilla, near and dear to my heart. We are here in Fisherman's Wharf. This very cool float home is going to be part of the Young Life Home Tour, which is this weekend. You have to take part of it. It's one of my favorite events of the year every year. And there's so many cool things at Fisherman's Wharf. Like, I just keep looking over and wondering who that lady is over there.
That lady is, as the story goes, her name is Ruby. And Ruby used to ride shotgun in a car with a fellow who owns that home in Toronto. So they would ride in the two-person lane. So
the police would think there's two people in the car.
I guess so. Anyways, it worked. So Ruby has now taken over that position for the last couple of years.
That's so awesome.
Isn't that great?
It's great. We have to take a quick break, but please stay with us. When we come back, we're heading to Salt Spring with James Green and the Royals Report and more on the float home. If you want more information on the Young Life Home Tour, go to their website. It's this weekend. You have lots of places you can get their passports from. All the money goes to support the good work they do in the community. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any feedback, comments, ideas, you know where to find us: Facebook, Twitter, email us, say hi to us, and if you see us out anywhere. Thanks for watching.